Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hello if you're new. Today I wanted to be talking about anxiety, and I'm just gonna get into the video because there's so much stuff I wanted to talk about. I started going to therapy about October of 2021, and I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I'll try to put a description about what it is. Going to therapy has helped me because it's helped me cope with how to deal with anxiety. Dealing with anxiety plays a role in the attachment styles you have to other people, what those attachment styles are, and things that's happened in your childhood. And it's connected to a lot of things. When you have high levels of anxiety from your childhood trauma, or it may be past relationship with your parents, and it has to do with also maybe the way you breathe. I was watching a podcast, Begreatwithnate. He talks about how some people may or may not know they have a breathing disorder because usually they're holding their breath without realizing it. Or also he talks about how when your chest rises before your stomach can dilate 3 inches out, you may have a breathing disorder, because sometimes people with anxiety, they don't realize they're holding their breath until you actually have to breathe, which is something I've dealt with. You don't even realize it until it's happening, and you just stop yourself to be like, oh, I need to breathe.
Fuck a bro. Fuck a bro. Fuck a bro. Bitch.
The podcast was How to Fix Anxiety for Good podcast, and name title below, because it's really helped me. And with breathing for anxiety, this podcast also talks about how it can affect your performance with your partner or anybody else. And usually with anxiety, it can cause stomach problems, feeling bloated all the time, having a hard time digesting food, and what I would put into my system. Like if it's junk food and if I'm eating that, it's gonna make an effect on my mood, and then I feel like shit.
Listen.
The whole time. So watching what I eat is so important now, or knowing what to intake. Whether you're emotionally eating, not eating for long periods of time, that's probably signs that you have maybe high levels of anxiety. So usually now I'm trying to chew my food so it's liquefied, and not watch a show or be on my phone, watch TV, and be present while eating my food. Sometimes without realizing it, you're swallowing your food without chewing it completely, and then you get very bloated, or your food just won't digest well. So trying to stay present, eat your food, and just be grateful for your, and not take 5 to 7 chews. Probably break your food down more instead of swallowing it, like chewing and swallowing it. Also a sign of trauma if you're chewing your food very fast and not really enjoying it because you're in a fight or flight, not knowing whether you're gonna have food anymore. But I also learned that from the podcast, so I really recommend you take a look at this podcast because it's really helped me. Take some notes from it and apply it now. Dealing with my anxiety now is by trying to journal and express how I feel, because usually sometimes if I don't have anybody to talk to, I'll just journal and write down how I'm feeling, or meditate. I haven't meditated in a while. And breathing, actually remembering to breathe and not holding your breath or just being so stressed all the time, usually also plays a huge role. But I know everyone doesn't like to write because writing is really hard for some people, or it just hurts their arm. So what I'll do is I'll go to a voice memo, and then I'll say what I have to say, and I write the date, the time, and what year it is, and then start talking, and then maybe journal it down in my journal later, because I know everyone doesn't like to write. or it's hard for some people. Also, moving your body also helps you deal with anxiety, because if you're feeling sluggish all the time, if you're always worried and anxious about what's going to happen or what's going next, that's really helped me. Whether it be exercising or stretching, just to keep your body moving, staying grounded, like taking off your shoes and probably going outside and feeling the grass on your feet, just being grateful for that too. Having a lot of gratitude will go a long way when you do have anxiety. Another thing from the podcast that I've learned too with dealing with anxiety, because like I said, it really helped me. Talks about going for walks outside, listening to positive things, nothing sad, nothing that's gonna make you think about another person, but just going for walks outside and listening to somebody who inspires you, and just listening to positive music. Just going for a walk, even if probably stretching is so bad, but walking really helps you just clear out your mind and get out your head. Because I used to be pessimistic. I would be in my head 24/7. It would just be really bad, in a better state than I was before, because I would just be so negative, pessimistic, thinking everybody was out to get me or things are wrong. But there's so much stuff to be grateful for when you just sit down and look at it, and the people that are actually here for you. So remembering to breathe, inhaling through the nose and breathing out through your mouth is really important with dealing with anxiety for me. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Oh, I will try to link that video about attachment styles, and whether it be platonic or romantic. Also, if you were bullied as a kid, it also does tie into the attachment styles. But thank you so much for watching. Comment if you have any questions. Comment how you're feeling. Dealing with anxiety is not easy, and I know. Being sure to take care of yourself, and talking to people who care about you and doing what makes you happy is the best way I feel to cope with anxiety. So thank you so much for watching. Comment if you have any questions. And thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.